So, welcome everybody. Welcome to our very first edition, a kickoff of the WOW Challenge 2024. We're super thrilled to have you all joining us on this kickoff, onboarding and Q&A. And we're hopefully we can help you guide through some more of information that is ahead of you for the next week. 5 days, five challenges that help you to elevate your personal well-being, but also activate your social superpowers. With me here today is also Sophie. She's helping with the chat. So if you would like, you can ask questions to her or send her some hearts, some love to show her you're there. We try to answer all the possible questions you can have about the challenge, about the 5 days, the program, about the app. So, in the coming 30 minutes, we will guide you through a part of the concept of the WOW challenge. We handle also the big five, the challenges we're going through next week, of course. And we do a Q&A at the end. We help you also to give you some more information about the WOW and Technogym gym app that we created together. And hopefully we can help you on board and make it as smooth as possible for you. So before I start with this session, I want to give you all a big compliment because I started working on myself when I was down on the ground with a burnout and totally depressed, and there was no way other to go than to go up. But you guys are here showing up because you know there's something more in life than just the mediocrity between minus and zero. I believe you are here because you know there's something between zero and hero, and you want to elevate your life from well to wow. So a big applause for you for showing up today here and taking on this challenge. Woo-hoo! So my name is Tabe. I'm an author of personal development books, and luckily enough, I have written two bestsellers. And based on my personal experience on how to elevate your personal life and social life, we created the WOW Challenge. As I mentioned before, normally in life when we start working on ourselves, it's most of the time because we're down on the ground and we have no other way to go. On school, we learn a lot about mathematics and other stuff, but we don't learn about breath work, gratitude, waking up early, a lot of stuff that has a massive influence on our well-being. So when we have difficulties in life, sometimes we drop out very easily, and that will be the moment, or that's most of the time the moment that we start learning more about ourselves and how to elevate our lives. And then most of the time we go just so from minus to zero, and we stop because once we're there, out of the pain, we feel comfortable, which is a pity because there's so much more. There's so much more between minus and zero. So we're here to help you. But also, what it is, what I found, and actually I did it before, is I said, oh, all the spiritual stuff and that, that is this every fairy kind of thing. I put it away. It was like for tree huggers, everything with self care and all those stuff. And that's a pity. And I ask people, okay, so but where is the planet, standing on? And then they're like, yeah. Or people tell me, that breathwork thing is not for me. And I always tell them, well, let me put my hand on your mouth for a couple of seconds, and we can find out how much also breathwork is something for you. So stuff that we put away very far from us has most of the time huge influence on our well-being. So we want to help you to, embrace these topics, learn about it, experiences it before it's too late, and to be ahead of time. Sorry. Also, what most of the time happens when you are down working on yourself, it's something you do on your own. And that's a pity because, it's much better if you do stuff collectively. And that's why also we organized the WOW Challenge to have a lot of companies and people and employees together to go to this week, because you can share your experiences, you can share your knowledge, you do it together. That gives a lot of positive energy. We are social species, so there's only one way to achieve the maximum state of well-being, and it's not on your own, but together with other people. So, what is the basis of the concept of the WOW Challenge? Most of the time, when you do something to elevate your personal life, you just change one thing for 30 days or for a week. You go to dry January, or you don't drink coffee, or you might go to the gym for a month in April to be, summer proof. But you do something like for a couple of days, one thing, and then afterwards you don't really change. You feel proud, but you didn't really change a thing. So it's important actually, if you want to achieve the highest form of well-being, that you know how to elevate the topics that have massive influence on your state of being, and it's always in the now. So it doesn't matter if you don't drink alcohol yesterday and today no coffee and tomorrow no sugar. It's important to know that if you want to achieve the highest form of consciousness, or to tap in the maximum of human possibilities, that you really elevate all the topics that have influence on it. So we put them all together for you in the WOW challenge. Another thing, you might have heard it. People say, it's super, super important with self care and self love to be able to put your own oxygen mask on first. That's true. But most of the time, I've seen it before, people stop the sentence over there and they put away the rest of the sentence. But if you want to hear it fully, it's, you have to put on your own oxygen mask first to be able to save the rest of the plane. So the self-service element, the self-love, is not made or designed or created to let you survive everybody else. No, it's about to save the planet or to contribute to the world around you. If you would save yourself only with your oxygen mask, you would eventually die from loneliness. So there is no need. So yes, you need to be able to put on your own oxygen mask, but it's also made and created and thought about to elevate the world around you, to have impact and be a meaningful person for the people around you. So that's why we have these 5 topics all together, the most influential topics in well-being in 1 week. And we created this self and social element. So the week is based on every morning is a self-service part. Think about the oxygen mask. Then you're going to save the world, contribute to the people around you. And at the end of the day, we finish also with the self-service part, which is very, very nice. We experienced it many times. A lot of people, thousands and thousands of people have gone through this kind of challenge elements before, and it's a life changer, and it's super nice to do. And it's actually quite simple because you don't need a lot of stuff of other people. So let's go to the big 5. I have actually so so I guess my wife turned 50 today, so I will do it. I will get it away, but it was too nice to not show it to you. So we're gonna go through the 5 challenges. We call them the big 5, and I think the first one is also the one that people have the most questions about and are most thrilled about, and that is waking up at 5 a.m. Before I ever started to wake up early, I never did it. Yeah, I waited to the last moment and snoozed a couple of times, but actually I didn't feel well. And then I started to switch my life and get the evening out because it was very repetitive with wine and Netflix and nothing really changed. And I started to wake up super, super early. But in my imagination, waking up early was always for like paper boys or girls, or when you buy a cheap ticket to a holiday destination and you see like I have to fly at 6, and then you have to wake up at 4:30, whatever. You're like, damn, why didn't I book the more expensive ticket so I could fly later? So in my perception, it was always about not having a good life, being poor. It's not never been about quality and embracing the richness of life and be grateful for waking up. So waking up early is an ultimate way to have the me time in the morning. You're full of energy. Your brain is at the lowest possible energy rate or activity rate, which means you have the highest quality of thinking on one specific topic. The world is still out. You feel proud because you wake up super, super early. So it's already like you have everything you ever wanted. Related to the waking up very early at 5 a.m. Is sleeping at 10, and they say the hours before 12 they count double. And I will tell you, of course, during the week everything about the different topics, but the reason is that in the evening when it gets dark, our brain releases melatonin to go to sleep. So if you don't go to sleep at the moment that your body is full with like narcotics to get you into the sleep, normally I went out for dinner and to talk with friends, etc., which is actually quite bizarre that the me time I spent most of the time full with narcotics to get my body into sleep, and I put alcohol in it as well. So the quality of those me times were like super, super low. And once you start waking up early and go to sleep to bed, you feel much, much better. So if you start sleeping a little bit before 10 or around 10, the body is full of melatonin to get the body to sleep. And once you dive in that sleep at that moment, those 2 hours will get you regenerated much more, much faster than ever before. And sometimes I wake up like at 12 or 1, and actually I feel like I have slept already enough. But you only can talk about that from experience. And with waking up early, I always said there's nothing for me, but I actually never did it out of free will. If you think about waking up early and going to sleep early, and you think about how you were as a child, then you know children cannot wait to get up. You know, normally they always super excited to wake up way too early. If you have kids, you know how it is. And then when they get older, you know, and when you get older in life, suddenly you think that sleeping out or going to bed late is super cool, but also to sleep later during the day is super cool. Well, you have much more limited time than ever before because you get older. So the time gets super limited, and then still we like to sleep. I think that's poor. I think that there's much more in life to get. So it's like a miracle to be able to wake up early and to get out of your bed, and not because you have to for other people, but to wake up for yourself. And if you wake up only for other people, your work, kids, or your study, then actually you're always focused on other people when you wake up. You respond to it, and actually you're a copy of reality instead of waking up for yourself with nothing to do and discover what you truly want to do this day or the other day or the next day. So we're going to help you waking up at 5 during the 5 days, the next 5 days. I will guide you with 4 live sessions in the morning at 5 a.m. We do super powerful breathwork sessions that will change your life forever. I promise you, it's filled with gratitude, with supercharging yourself, but also to do some of the things you look forward to. You can visualize the things you really want in life. You get excited about. Instead of running around with coffee and hoping that the magic will happen on your work, it's super important to elevate yourself in the morning. You feel fresh, you feel excited and energized, and you go to your work or you go to your friends, something to bring instead of you wanted something to get. One of the other big important topics we're going to go to, the challenges, is of course the alcohol free challenge. So it's zero alcohol for a week. And if you think about it, alcohol is like a burning fluid. I can actually put my house on fire with alcohol. And most of the time I put it in my body and then hope to have a really good time, or I felt like great the next day. So it's impossible to drink alcohol while want to achieve a high conscious form of life. So if we're going to go into this wow state, eliminate alcohol. I mean, it's such a social pressure on it, and they say it's the only drug people think you have a problem with if you don't use it, and it's really, really true. Most people in social environments like to drink. I did it myself. I was, nervous. You drink something to lower this conscious mind, to lower your fear, your social fear, or maybe not being taken seriously by the group or whatever. So I always went to the kitchen, start to drink, and then when I felt comfortable, went into the crowd. But it's important to trust yourself and don't drink. Maybe you stop your social life during the week, but it's also good to go to some places and try and find out and feel what you feel without drinking. And the reason why everybody toasts is of course because nobody wants to be drunk on their own, and that's why they always try to get you with them. Also with a toast, I want to be sure that I see that everybody kicks in the same amount of burning fluid. So if I go, I want other people to go as well. So this week you don't drink and feel relieved from it. It's not a punishment; it's a true relief. So we're very excited about these challenges, and of course the physical one. It's not magic. Everybody knows you need to work out. It's good for everything. What I like about the concept of working out, that if the pharmaceutical industry was able to make a pill from the benefits of working out, it would have been the number one selling medicine in the world. So if you're looking for a business model, try to tackle it and try to get all the benefits of working out into a pill, and you can change the world forever. Unfortunately, it's not in a pill, but it's in an activity. So this week also push a little bit of your boundaries, go into 15,000 steps a day. I would recommend doing it in a high intensity workout in the morning. I always run after I do the first morning sessions because then you're in the highest shape of a state of energy, mentally and physically. So that's also the easiest moment to do it. And if you push your body to get into this high energy state, or you have high intensity workout, your heart rate goes up, the heart pushes more blood into the bloodstream, and actually your veins will extract a little more. So after the workout, your heart can actually beat a lower pace because there's much more space in the veins to push the blood through. So if you want to live longer, you need to have a lower heart rate. They say, the amount of heartbeats we have is decides also or shows the amount of life you have. So if you look at an elephant, it has a very low heart rate, and a mouse has a very high heart rate. Elephants grow old, mouses don't. So lower your heart rate in a rest state. You can do it by pushing yourself and going into a high intensity training every day. Get the bloodstream going, get the heart pumping, extract your veins, and after the workout, your heart rate will increasingly go down. Also with the breathwork sessions we do, and I actually written in my book, and I can show you also the results, that my resting heart rate dropped with almost 10 to 15 beats per second after I did this training instantly. So that's also something really nice. If you have a tracker or something, I would advise also to wear that and take that on, to put that on. So we have the wake up for yourself at the me time, and not put the me time in the evening, because then it's a low mediocre life. Put it in the morning where you have the highest state of energy. Of course, you don't feel it in the morning because you haven't slept. Well, you have slept, of course, for 8 or 10 or 6 hours, and for the brain, it's a bit like having a flight from LA to New York to Amsterdam, where there was no drinks and there was no fresh oxygen. So the first time you open your eyes, it doesn't matter what time it is, you always feel a bit exhausted. When you wake up early, drink water, you put up the oxygen level in the brain, and if you don't wake up for something you have to do, but you have the time, you come into this extreme conscious state in the morning. That's really wow. So we have sleep at 10, the alcohol free, the 15,000 steps. And one of the most important thing in well-being is, of course, the social challenges. So we designed 5 social challenges for each day, and the days during the challenge are also named after those social challenges. But every day you wake up at 5, you don't drink alcohol, we do the 15,000 steps, and we sleep at 10. And during the day, you can, contribute to the world, your colleagues and the people around you, with a unique social challenge. You can find them on the flyer. uh, you also find it in the app. I'll show you later how you can onboard on the app. And then you can see the different social challenges. I will go into 2 of them because it's such a special thing. We're social species, and they say, you never see a U-hearse behind a hole. And that's true. We don't take anything with us to the aftermath. So it's important to understand that it's important to understand that you have something to give and not to get. So we all have the talent, and we believe that every individual has a wow factor in them or in her, and it's something that you can bring something special to the world around you. And some people have the power to excite a million people. If you're a DJ or a singer, or you're great in politics, or some people have those skills, but others are just great for their country, and others for their community, and some great for their street, the people they live with, their community. But even other people are just great for one person around them, helping an older person cross the street, or doing some groceries for somebody else. So it's very nice to know. And I will share a little scientific research about the social power we have, our social superpowers. And that's when you have an operation, maybe on your shoulder, and I come there, or a friend, and I'll touch your shoulder to help you feel more comfortable. And they measure my brain and your brain activities. Then they see an elevation, a raise of happy chemicals in your brain as you're being operated, because I put my hand on your shoulder. But if they measure my happy chemicals in the brain, they see a much higher elevation of those happy chemicals. And that's why they discovered we're here to add value to the world. You do something for somebody else. It's not even necessary for other people to thank you, or you get something back, because our own brain rewards us. How amazing is that? And most of the time we don't see that, we don't know that. So you go to the office and you hope that some colleagues do something for you, the boss does something for you, the company does something for you. But no, we have these days. It's one of this, my favorite is the helper's high. You come to the office and you try to get as much coffee for other people as possible, because if you're the first to get to help other people, you'll get the most rewarded by your own brain and happy chemicals. And we have another day that is the helpers of the power of hello. By greeting other people, we can help them feel much more appreciated. Loneliness is the number one reason for therapy in the world, but loneliness is not something that is really easy to measure, because people don't talk about it. And then, so you can be around a lot of people and still feel lonely, and you can be on your own in the desert and don't feel lonely at all. So loneliness is a feeling and not a physical state of being. So, if you want to, before you ask everybody, do you feel lonely before I say hello to you? No, you can go out in the street and everybody you see, you say hello, hello, good morning, how are you? And you don't mind if they say it back, because if you say it first, you get the most rewards and happy chemicals. So you get rewarded by your own brain. And it's super nice to do. And once you start doing it, you will see that other people around you will start saying hi and hello again. And I think that's the way forward, to be able to be the first and to see it and to know it, and to have respect. Go in the shop and before ordering the stuff you need, just say hi, hello, how are you, and get really connected to other people. So that's really nice thing we're gonna do. We have created together with Technogym a platform or an app within the Technogym platform, because we wanted to be able to measure your physical activities as well. We want to give you a lot of content like meditation, workouts, sleep exercises, and they're all in the platform. So what you need to do is you can press the link that's in the live stream in the chat box, or underneath the description of this session. Maybe you have the flyer or the poster in the office, or you have the email already. You can press the link, or you scan the code, or you can download the Technogym app on your mobile phone. Once you've done it, you scan it, and then it opens up the Technogym, and then you can press on the WOW 2024 button in the lower menu. So either you download the app first, or you scan it via the code, and then again you scan it. So first sign up to the Technogym platform, and then afterwards scan it again to go into the WOW environment. If you already work out and you have a subscription at a gym that works with Technogym, you might already have the Technogym app. If you scan it, then you can choose between the different platforms or environments you want to go to, and then you can select World of Wellbeing. Once you're connected, we're going to push notifications to you and emails in the morning, 5 minutes before we go live every morning. We give you information about the daily social challenges. We give you sleeping tips. We can give you also a notification about how to sign up for the physical challenge for your company. So it can measure all the steps you do during the week, and it will track it. So when you go to the app, you can go to settings, and then you can go to connections, and you can connect your mobile phone. I would advise to connect if you have an iPhone, to iPhone or another device, and then it will track all the steps a day. You can also connect Apple Watch or Fitbit or other tracking devices. But if you put it on your phone, you don't have to start a workout or a training to get it measured. And then, well, when you signed up for the challenge, for the 75K a week challenge, it automatically will add your steps or your moves to the total of your company, and we can see who is the winner, or which company performed the best during the challenge. Sophie, for now, do you have some important questions? One of the most important questions you think should be answered?
Do I really have to wake up at 5?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, the best thing is to wake up at 5, because that's the moment in the evening you get melatonin in the brain to help you go to sleep. But in the morning around 4:35, the brain releases a serotonin in the pineal gland that helps you to wake up. And that is the moment when you wake up. At that certain point, you reach the highest peak of self-awareness and consciousness. So that's 5 o'clock. Of course, you can do later if you want. Then you miss the live session. You will be able to watch the live session later on, but we advise you If you want to have the premium pack, the ultimate version of yourself and the ultimate experience, for once, try to do it at 5 a.m. If not for all the 5 days, then at least try it one day. I will guarantee you will never regret it in your life. So
Also, if people are on mobile, the chat is a bit hidden. So if
okay.
they have questions, they can go to the chat.
Okay, if you have questions, you can go to the chat. If you participate now on mobile devices,
The chat is a bit hidden there, but you can go there.
okay. So in the flyer, so you have this flyer. So we try to, this challenge is made to do for you to do it yourself, together with your colleagues and other people, because we don't want to do it for you. We do it together. So you can participate by tapping into the YouTube live channel and participate in the live sessions in the morning. You can also follow the program on the flyer, and you can actually put a sign when you finish one of the challenges per day. So you will, if you don't want to do it on the app or via the internet, you can just do it with this program, this little flyer. It's also nice. We push you messages every morning, so that's easy for you to just press the button and you go directly into the live stream. And I would advise you also, it would be nice if you can, ask a lot of other colleagues also to sign up, to scan the code, to download the app, and to sign up. When you sign up, we'd like to sign to have for you to complete two things, and one is the well-being scan or the WOW scan, and that's some questions about how you feel right now. And we also want to do it at the end of the week, so we can show you a little bit about how you went through this week, and hopefully also that we can show you that you went from well to WOW. And we have the hello goodbye list. It's one of my favorite. It's easy when you do this week to say hello to new behavior, but also say goodbye to like sabotaging behaviors. So sometimes things you don't do this week. So it's not about you don't gossip about other people. It's not being negative. There's some things you just sign up for certain behavior this week. So it's something that you embrace, and it's some parts you say goodbye to this week. So also, if you want to sign up, complete those two questionnaires if you want. Um, is there another question?
No, yeah, what can I already do to prepare?
Yeah, so that's the two things. If you want to prepare also for Monday, I think it's always nice to say to people, I'm going to do this challenge. I'm not going to drink, and I do this social. And I wake up at 5, and people are like, "Whoa, wow!" And you feel excited, but also when you get it out there, you feel more committed also for yourself to do it, and it will be very, very nice. I mean, it's magical what happens in those morning sessions. If you want to prepare right for the morning sessions, I would advise you to have a nice seat. So the sessions we do, the breathwork sessions, meditations as well, are all when you just have a nice, you sit in your chair comfortably. Maybe put on some ears, some headphones in the ears, or some earplugs, and have some water prepared to drink, and of course some tissues. Because if not for the tears, it's also to get the nose free during those breathwork sessions, because we're going to do a lot of breathing through the nose in and out. So that's nice. And create a spot where you can sit in the morning already. So you just go out of bed, you get your water, you can sit down, and that gives also a lot of peace of mind. Sleep. I don't know if it's a question, but I think for me it's always one of the importance. A lot of people have problems with sleep or with a nice deep night rest. And I have some magic tricks that will help you go into super sleep. And I will give you one tip every day. So at the end of the day, you have the 5 most important things to get you into this powerful nap. What also will help you to wake up much earlier with much more ease as well.
How will we receive the social challenges?
Yeah, so the social challenges you can find in the app, and every morning you get an email with the social challenge and the video, and which I will explain what the social challenge is and what actually the specific challenge of that day will be. So
Awesome.
so if you sign up for the app right now or the coming days, then you'll get all the information you need, and you're just on our system, and you're good to go. So if there's any other questions, no, then we can say thank you so much for your attention. Have a nice day. We'll get you informed a little bit more before Monday. Get as much colleagues involved as possible. So let's take this world to a whole new level, also your personal and social well-being. Excite the people around you, help them with downloading the app and get into the WOW 2024 Technogym platform. And hope to see you on Monday, 5 o'clock, with the first day of the WOW Challenge 2024. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you there.